Hello everyone, and welcome to my bold and the beautiful official channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. According to the bold and the beautiful spoilers for Wednesday, January 13, Nurse Tina visited John Finnegan's office and informed him that Eric Forrester was laughing and that his statistics looked okay. Nurse Tina wanted to brief Finn on the good news since she knew how concerned he had been about Eric. Although Finn was appreciative, his thoughts returned to Thomas Forrester and his worries over Thomas's connection with Hope Logan. Steffi Forrester appeared preoccupied as she met with Hope at Forrester Creations, and she had flashbacks to her time spent standing up for Thomas against Finn. Steffi added that she wasn't simply referring to Hope when she said she was concerned about Thomas' history bringing him down once more. When Thomas got there, he told Steffi not to worry since he was thinking about the future. Thomas stared at Hope's necklace's engagement ring, which she subtly raised to her lips. Hope reassured Thomas that their views were the only ones that counted after Steffi went, but Thomas still thought that some assistance would be helpful. While he swore he could wait and enjoyed some quality time with Hope, Thomas was eager to put the ring on her finger. After calling Steffi into his office, Finn acknowledged that Xander Avant had returned to visit him. Finn's consent to a follow-up meeting infuriated Steffi, who thought he ought to have hung up on Xander. Finn sensed that Steffi could be avoiding certain things, even though he understood her desire to stand behind Thomas. After learning more details from Xander, Finn became even more certain that Thomas may be to fault for Emma Barber's passing. Luna Nozawa told R.J. Forrester at the design office of Forrester Creations that Zend Forrester Dominguez had invited her to dinner via an anonymous invitation. R.G. maintained that Zend was an expert in his field, despite Luna's pretense that she was partly to blame for her preconceptions. RJ insisted on knowing if Zend had approached her, despite Luna's claim that it was harmless enough. RG was incensed with Zend after Luna admitted that he had kissed her on the cheek. Zend arrived at the design studio with a flashback of his effort to court Luna. After kissing his fiancée, Zend responded to RJ's criticism by telling him to calm down and implying that the encounter was amicable. While Luna attempted to defuse the situation, RG threatened to lose patience, which made things worse. RG instructed Zend to get his notebook and back off since he wouldn't let him approach Luna. After Zend left, RG kept becoming upset because Zend had agitated him by using Luna. RG hurried to reassure Luna that she was attractive after realizing he was undervaluing her attractiveness. Luna implied that Zend was attempting to spite RJ while also being drawn to her, but if she had realized it was him, she never would have accepted the invitation. RG reassured Luna that everything was well and inquired about the quality of the supper, to which Luna replied that she didn't stay to find out. Luna went on to say that even though Zend was a nice guy, RG had her heart. As Zende watched from the doorway, RJ and Luna planted a kiss after declaring their love for one another. On Wednesday's B&B episode, back in Finn's office, Steffi begged Finn to back off since Emma's collision was caused by her own careless driving. Finn suggested that since Thomas was tailgating her at a high speed, the cause could have been his careless driving. Steffi countered that it was meaningless when Finn discussed the GPS data and security footage that Xander had access to. Steffi made it apparent that her brother wasn't capable of running Emma off the road because there was no evidence to support that claim. Steffi didn't want Finn to reopen a risky scenario and cause Thomas to relapse because the police had exonerated Thomas. Finn questioned whether Steffi believed Thomas might relapse into obsession, but she expressed faith that her brother had matured. Finn encouraged Steffi to go to Thomas and seek the truth after realizing why she wanted to trust her brother. Finn remained steadfast in his worries over Thomas, while Steffi appeared thoughtful. Once more, Thomas gave Hope the assurance that they should wait to be engaged, but he had the feeling that yes was approaching soon. Hope gave Thomas a passionate kiss after he talked about improving himself and becoming someone deserving of her affection. According to spoilers, Hope and Thomas' future may get tricky, so be sure to watch the CBS serial and the wonderful propose that the story of Bill Spencer and Poppy Nozawar's staggering night together, such a long time prior, might appear to be all in all too direct. Was that the real evening of Luna Nozawar's origination? Poppy acknowledged a date with Bill and let him to boast about how astounding Luna was, which provokes Bill's curiosity. Poppy even uncovered to Bill that the natural dad of Luna knew nothing about her pregnancy and that he wasn't even in the image. How could Poppy gamble with raising Bill's doubts by being so transparent, assuming she was stressed he could figure it out? Why, precisely, could Poppy agree to dating Bill? Poppy probably had a substantial justification for not maintaining that Luna's dad should be a piece of her life. It's obvious from the manner in which Poppy has been addressing Bill that they lived it up together before. After their night at the live concert, Bill never called Poppy, in spite of the fact that she could have tracked down him. For what reason didn't Poppy attempt to reach out to Bill and offer him an opportunity to be a piece of Luna's life on the off chance that she was pregnant by him? In the event that Poppy had a terrible relationship with Bill, the situation would be unique. However, she seems to recollect their time along with equivalent affection. Poppy isn't concealing a single thing from Bill now, but she's reconnected with him on B&B, nor is she acting like a lady with anything to stow away. Is it conceivable that Bill is just a plot gadget in this story? Consider the possibility that another person is Luna's natural dad. Should that is the situation, it presents various captivating conceivable outcomes. One chance is that Poppy will endeavor to make Bill look like Luna's dad, assuming the erroneous pieces of information are joined by somebody. Contingent upon what actually could be desirable over it, Bill said that any man would be lucky to have a little girl of Luna's type, so maybe Poppy will ultimately profess to be Luna's dad. Elder Sharp may be plausible with regards to Luna's actual dad, or it very well may be some other abhorrent figure that at long last shows up and panics Poppy. Should that is the case, it presents a number of fascinating possibilities. One possibility is that Poppy will attempt to pass off Bill as Luna's father if the incorrect clues are combined by someone. Depending on what the reality is, that could be preferable to it. Bill said that any man would be fortunate to have a daughter of Luna's caliber, so perhaps Poppy will eventually claim to be Luna's father. Deacon Sharp might be a possibility when it comes to Luna's true father, or it could be some other evil figure that finally makes an appearance and scares Poppy. In any case, there's been some ambiguity raised by the program over Bill's legitimacy as Luna's biological father, so it will be fascinating to see where things end up. According to teasers for The Bold and the Beautiful, Bill may learn some very important information, but will Luna truly prove to be his daughter? Anyway, there's been some equivocalness raised by the program over Bill's authenticity as Luna's natural dad, so it will be intriguing to see where things end up. As per Mysteries for the Intense and the Delightful, Bill might get familiar with some vital data, yet will Luna genuinely end up being his little girl? Thanks for watching. If you like this video, so please don't forget to subscribe my channel and don't miss any update.